All right, so we're diving deep today into this fascinating concept, comprehensive strength. And this all came from you, our listener, thinking about growing in all these different areas of life.
Yeah.
Especially when thinking about permanent residency visas and the work experience and the language skills.
Right.
And the initial advice that you shared with us is kind of surprising.
It really is. It's not what you'd expect at first.
No, not at all. So what's the gist of this unexpected advice?
Well, when we think about strength, we often focus on our own skills, our efforts.
It's building ourselves up from the inside out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this source material, it takes us in a different direction immediately.
Okay.
It's all about how we interact with others and where we focus our attention.
Okay, yeah, I see that. It says instead of dwelling on negativity, I think it even used the word stench, rottenness, disgustingness.
Right. Strong words.
Pretty strong, yeah. The key is to appreciate, praise, and aspire to possess the advantages of others.
Yes. Focus on the good.
It definitely makes you stop and think.
It does.
Especially when you're so laser focused on your own goals.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But there's some solid reasoning behind this seemingly unconventional approach.
Okay, so break it down for us.
Basically, the idea is that when we get caught up in negativity, we're kind of feeding into it.
Creating bad karma, almost.
Yeah, you could say that. On the other hand, if we make a conscious effort to appreciate the good things we see in others, we start to absorb those qualities ourselves.
So it's less about ignoring the bad and more about actively cultivating the good.
Exactly. It's a subtle but really powerful shift.
I bet our listeners thinking, okay, but what about my own effort?
Sure.
Doesn't my strength come from hard work? What if I don't measure up?
And the source material actually addresses those concerns head on.
Oh, does it?
It acknowledges that trying to do everything alone can be incredibly challenging.
Right. It's a tough road.
It is. And that's where this concept of conditions comes in.
Conditions.
Yeah. It mentions something called the 5 roots and 5 powers, which basically suggests that growth isn't just about individual effort.
Oh, okay. I'm listening.
Think of it like a plant,
Yeah.
right? A plant needs sunlight, water, nutrients, all these different things to thrive.
It's a whole ecosystem.
Exactly. And it's the same for us. Our development depends on multiple contributing factors.
So even just focusing on one line of English or one small step in the right direction can make a difference.
Absolutely. With the right conditions, it can blossom into something much bigger.
That's encouraging. So it's not enough to just admire good qualities in others.
Nope.
We got to actually express that appreciation out loud.
It's crucial, and there's a couple of reasons for that.
Okay, lay 'em on me.
First, when you say something positive out loud, it reinforces that thought in your own mind.
Okay, so it helps you internalize it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And secondly, it impacts the person you're praising.
It creates a ripple effect.
Exactly. Genuine praise creates positive interactions, good karma, you could say.
So it's not just about self-improvement in a vacuum, right? It's about improving ourselves and impacting the world around us in a positive way.
Exactly. And the source puts it beautifully. This practice not only replicates all the wonderful qualities of others, thus perfecting oneself,
Wow.
but also subdues one's afflictions, bringing joy to others with compassion and joy at this moment.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah.
So to wrap up this deep dive, when we're focused on a goal, like getting a visa with all its specific requirements,
Yes.
we need to consciously shift our focus away from negativity and toward those positive qualities in others.
Yes.
Appreciate them, praise them, even say it out loud.
That makes a world of difference.
It helps us grow personally, but it also builds stronger, more positive connections with the people around us.
It's a win-win.
Absolutely. So a final thought for you, our listener,
Yes.
this week, pay attention to the strengths you see in others. And maybe even tell them what you admire.
I love that challenge.
See how it impacts your own perspective and your own journey of growth.
It's a whole new lens to look through. It really is. And that brings our deep dive to a close.
Thanks for joining us.
Until next time.
See you then.